Blog Talk Radio.
Mr. Pop.
The views and opinions of this show do not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of this network and its affiliates.
At Midwest IT Support Help Desk, we believe that technology should support and enhance your organization's success, not constrain it. With our wide range of best-in-class services, we provide customized solutions that fit your unique IT needs. We are committed to excelling at our job so you can focus on doing yours. Midwest IT Support Help Desk is always available, providing your organization with professional remote help desk support services you need. Midwest IT Support Help Desk will solve your technology issues day or night. Our IT staff ensures that your network and computers are up to date and ready for operation on a daily basis. Don't wait until problems occur. Let our organization solve them with our monitoring software, giving you the peace of mind you need. Let us do the worrying for you. Enabling your workforce with top-notch technologies isn't just important, but imperative for business success. This customizable solution allows your team to work seamlessly and collaboratively in a protected space. No matter what IT services you need, Midwest IT Support Help Desk will be there to support you every step of the way. Midwest IT Support Help Desk. We are committed to excelling at our job so you can focus on doing yours. Please visit www.midwestitsupport.com for more information, or shoot us an email at helpdesk@midwestitsupport.com. Give us a call, 765-239-9668.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another day of Political Nation. Miss your boy, Big T, with your host, Miss Tanya Staten. What's up, Tanya?
Hi, Tim. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm great. So, we had a powerful session yesterday, and like I said before we start, I said it on Facebook today, and I say this again. We don't mind you coming on the show and speaking your mind and speaking your beliefs. But when you just start disrespecting people out of the way, that comes to we won't answer your phone calls or take your questions. Yeah, because this panel, even if you white, black, yellow, brown, have an equal value. We don't disagree with what you're saying. It's an open discussion. But when you start throwing name calling and telling people to go being disrespectful, I will cut you off quickly. So be reminded of that when you get up here. Now, Tanya, the floor is yours.
Okay. So definitely, I definitely agree with what you were saying. You know, this show is for the people to help inform everybody, you know, what's going on in current events. And like I said, I don't mind anybody saying what's their opinion because it's political. It's for the people. It's for the everything do it in a respectful manner, you know, so that everybody can have an opportunity to respond to each other, you know, respectfully.
Mm-hmm.
I was talking about an incident, you know, that occurred last night with a young man. And I put out a statement last year about August 17th, and I was telling, you know, people that, we don't see a lot of police racial profiling and a lot of black people being killed by, you know, guns by the police officer. I said one day that could really be right here at our front door, and I posted that last year. And I posted it again this morning because, it was on my mind, not knowing what had occurred last night with this young man being killed by the police officer. And, a lot of people now are just trying to figure out, like, what happened, how could this happen? And I'm going to tell you this is how it could happen, because I said again that what's out there could soon be right here on our front door. And, and it ain't like it's a surprise because, we live in a day and time where any and everything go on with the government, with police officers feeling threatened for their lives by a vast majority of black men. And a lot of our black men are being killed. And you capture it every day on video, And me personally, I have a teenager son. And I know one said, well, why do you give your son a phone? I'm like, in this day and time, you better give him something to equip himself with. So if something going on with him, and it's his word against somebody else, 9 times out of 10, they're going to take the other person's word just because, it's a difference of racial background. So I want him to have, that protection. And I get fearful sometimes when I think about my son because, he living in a day and time where the unknown is very unknown to him. He just think that he going out having a good time, blah, blah. But when we were growing up, our parents always told us, the night don't have no eyes, and that means a bullet can come from anywhere, and you don't know who it's coming from and where it's coming from. So you might be an innocent bystander getting caught by a stray bullet. And nowadays, that's often. That's like every time you turn on YouTube, you see a black person getting killed by the hands of a police officer, and you never see black officer on the scene. There's always white police officer there. And I'm like, okay, so what's really going on with our black men and women in law enforcement? Why aren't they never on the scene? So that's something I think we need to address too. So I just want to get on that, yeah.
Well, from the story that I caught last night of it, I don't really know what happened, but the reading said the kid or the guy shot in a crowd of people. All right, that's the point. Did the officers tell the guy to put the gun down? I ain't hear nothing about that. I guess we got, wait to see more come about it.
So from what I gathered, a young lady and her crew was on the scene, and they were saying that this young guy was trying to break up a fight between two other people, one of his friends, another person, and I guess that other person started shooting. Somebody started shooting, to try to break the fight up. But the guy that got killed did not have a gun. The police officer killed him. Yes, he didn't have the gun. He, like I said, he just got killed by the bullet, a stray bullet, because he was trying to break up the fight. So, and you just have black people just being killed at the hand of a gun, So I'm just saying, when you have one black person being killed, that's one too many for me. That's one too many for me. So, and it's the situation because evidently this officer has been put on leave. So, yeah.
Okay, catching more Chase. I didn't know. I see what the story I read that it was the guy that shot the gun in the air. But listening to that more, you get more details and stuff. Then you had the story that it was 3 cops that shot at the guy. People tell different stories, but still, this kid, I'm pretty sure, has his name been released?
His name was Brandon Joyner.
Okay. No, I don't know. Still, he's dead, things like that. And, all right, for your question, now getting back on your question, to me, what I see, the black community of policemen are major. They don't really want them on the road and in the streets like that. And why I say that because of they want them to do security, things like that. Have you really paid attention to that? Because they know the black, and I might be wrong, but I'm not trying to be racial profiler, but in the white community, they want them to have a forceful nature, and they feel like the black community of cops will, come on, brothers, what's going, talk to me, what's going on. They don't want to talk these days, and they kind of want to take you out. The more of our race is going down, it's not getting talked about. It's not getting nothing been done about it. You ain't you probably offer a family. Say you kill somebody, and you offer you suspend this cop. You ain't taking his job. Now, how many of these cops' jobs have been taken? Hardly none. Right. And that's a big problem. And the thing is about it's another thing is, to me, is fear of getting that line of work as a black man, because of most of those black men seen and been through when they were younger, living in the hood, living in poor neighborhoods and stuff like that. And they have been profiled as when you was younger. What you doing? Why you walking by yourself? What's in your hand? Things like that. And you won't ask a little white kid that. So that's why I see, because of the community, they will get, to me, get racially profiled, and a lot of people won't go. A lot of black men are afraid to go in law enforcement because they seen what happened, and cops are very, and to me, they are very judgmental because of things that happened to us when we were younger.
But you got to think about it. A lot of black cops, I would say send black cops in black neighborhoods because they know, they know their background, they know their history, they know how they were brought up, they know how to diffuse a situation. Send white people in a black neighborhood, that's the more reason for them to say, oh, well, I was fighting. I was scared for my life. I was fighting, so that's why I started shooting. No, you need to send in the people that you know that's going to be able to handle that. And if they so scared, then they shouldn't be police officers. That's just point blank.
But that's how we think it. But and I agree with you 100%. That's how we would think, because say you got this guy named Mike that grew up with us, know the neighborhood and things like that, can talk to the guys and stuff like that. And that's how we would think, hey, Mike, this is what happened, man. She hit me, or, and that what happened. He went and just knocked me in the back of the head, and, I just defended myself. And say you bring this white cop to them.
I wouldn't necessarily say send a person that lives in the community, but I would say send a person that knows how to handle a community that comes from a similar background from community.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, with any call, because you look at it, Donnie, a black man can go talk to anybody and try to reason with them and see what happens, because they understand. A white cop don't understand it. Because say you came from a rich neighborhood, they don't understand what the person went through.
Yeah. The first thing
it's not just
white cops. I'm gonna say the first thing white cops want to do when they come to black neighborhood is think that all black people are bad and savages. And their first thought is to kill.
Yeah.
They already gonna have it in their mind. So that's why I say, and I'm saying something D.L. Hughley said, you sending in white cops in black neighborhoods that's been trained killers. You don't see any of your kind of people. You see any of those snipers and trained killers because that's all they know to do, and that's how they think that black people are anyway. So that's the first thing they're going to do when they come into our neighborhoods. You see police to white neighborhoods, to suburbans, and all that. You see your best because, they consider them as white-collar crime. So you ain't going to send in a sniper to handle a white person. You're going to send in.
Yeah.
So we just got to look at the situation. I mean, you know what it is.
Yeah, and I'll take that back. I'm gonna describe it another way because every white cop don't go this way. Because some white people grew up in rough neighborhoods. So I think I put it like this: it's your way of life, how you grew up. So if you grew up in a way that you went through hard times and stuff, but you grew up that you stayed in a 5-bedroom house with your mama is a lawyer, your dad is a doctor, you the Cosby Show, but you white. You won't agree with what happened when this guy stay on. He getting food stamps. This guy that getting government cheese. This guy that they struggling to pay their light bill. You got when we was little, you got to go chop wood in the yard and bust wood just to keep warm and stuff like that. So I would say it like that because some people white people had been like that. Chinese people had like that. For the lady that was on yesterday. Listen to what we say. Shots fired.
I mean, she could have been brought up like that. We don't never know, but I'm just saying we know what we know because we live the way we live, and that's why we speak like the way we do. You know what I'm saying? So we know what's gonna happen from day in and day out. We know, if we don't go to work, we're not gonna eat. If we don't go to work, bills not going to get paid. So, I'm just saying a person that lives the same lifestyle we live, they know why we act and do, the things that we do. And, So, I mean, like you said, I'm not going to say all white police officers cannot control a situation or defuse it, but a lot of times they don't want to come in there to defuse it. They want to come in there and just do a job, whether it's to kill and get out, because they obviously think that black people are savage anyway. So I'm just saying, and don't get me wrong, you see some black police officers, they may do some stuff, but we just don't hear about it because we don't ever see them. So,
now I will say this for the white community of police officers and black community, it don't matter. Start going to these neighborhoods and start talking to people. And not saying you just going to look. Just go see what's going on. Sometimes just to say, hey, we just stopped by to see everything okay. Y'all, everything going. Just walking the streets. Everybody's not bad, and that's how I think they see people sometimes. And I think the police officers in this day are scared. Now they trigger happy. And that proves it last night where instead of what's the rule is, even if somebody, I don't know who this is, don't know, I'm not answering that. We got to call it 1111111. I don't know who that is.
I mean, let's just give them a chance, and if they act up, then we'll just hang up on them.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
All right, caller, how are you?
Pretty good, and yourself?
All right, I'm good.
So, do you know that there has been 3 airplanes grounded, 1 in New York and 2 in Philadelphia? One was coming from Qatar, Dubai, to New York. People were extremely sick, passengers, and also from Paris and Munich to Pennsylvania. About close to 500 people are quarantined right now as we speak. Either it's Ebola Either it's a Spanish flu or either swine flu or something else. They man-made it. So what do you think of that, sir?
Wow.
I really that's a really serious situation, and I think that I don't know. I really don't know what to say because he just caught me off guard with it. But
I ask you a hard question. I can ask you easy. Okay, that's why I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
But any time like that, I feel that when you have an airplane situation, because I'm gonna tell you something. When I first started riding an airplane, I was so very nervous about getting on airplanes. That was my first time getting up there after the 9/11. Well, I didn't start getting riding an airplane until like 2013. When airplanes were getting missing, like the Malaysia plane has started getting missing, and I said I'm just gonna trust God. I got up there. I had a really good experience. But anytime when I get on an airplane, I always go up there in mind thinking I got to have a game plan because I don't know what might happen on the plane. So with planes, it's always a touchy situation, but I just think that they can do a little bit better with the TSAs and everybody instead of just sticking packages under the airplane and not really searching people before they get on the airplane. So I think that they could do a little bit better with that, being that, United States. And I ain't even going to say United States, I'm just saying airplanes is one of the most targeted traffic for terrorists ever, So I think they could do better when with the process of eliminating possible, anthrax and Ebola and everything like that going on.
Is it biological warfare? Is this something testing? Are they under testing mode right now? Because the first plane from Dubai, Qatar Airline to New York, they let the people go. Only the sick ones were hospitalized. Now what they found out, oh my gosh, what the hell we have done. So now they're going to go find those people and pick them up, put it back into quarantine right now. So that's, so we don't know right now if those people went to taxi, to their homes, supermarket. So New York maybe is going to be the first major city under martial law.
Okay. So you got these evil people around this world that's coming that want to take America out and just want to destroy a lot of things that we got going on in the world. So.
I definitely understand that because when people like that, when you leave from one place and somebody's been sick and they need to be quarantined, and this person might got in a cab and they might get on another airplane, so
you never know. Exactly. No, it's a mess into the mass. So because I have confirmed information, suddenly. People are sick right now all over the United States, so hospitals will be full again like the last flu season. So is this was the test or is this was the real test? We don't know yet. We have to wait and determine. But how come the other two planes totally everybody grounded on it, coming from Paris and Munich in Philadelphia? Why they didn't do the same thing at New York, Dubai, New York? Why they haven't done so? Isn't that puzzling? Everybody?
Yes, it's possible. And a couple months ago that we had a test of something, so we got shut down, and we didn't get notice about Trump now. Like it was sort of in a blackout, something like that.
Yeah. Yep. So the thing a lot of times them airports, they be so crowded and they hate to ground them flights because people be trying to get to where they're going, but they really not taking into account or being concerned about their health threats or whatever. They're just because the airport is a fast traveling place. It's a steady place where people just want to get on the plane hot like a microwave. So, and I think they take that into consideration too. But I definitely feel safer if I know that people on the airplane need to be quarantined. I don't care where I am. Like I was in Alaska. If I need to be quarantined, I'm staying here until I know that everybody is safe and that plane has been, cleaned up and everything. I don't want to get back on another plane until I know everybody that was on the plane with me has been quarantined and we're all okay and whatever. Because
but the question is, they took all their cell phones. They took all their cell phones, all their identities, everything. So they are right now under FEMA, CDC monitoring, basically quarantine right now. They took everything.
Okay.
So these people cannot even. Yeah, go ahead.
And that sounds like the government right there. The government knows what's going on, and it's something that they working with somebody else with, and if they took everything like that, the government know what's going on.
Sometimes there could be a man-made thing with the government because a lot of things that go on, they could just accidentally when it's really not. It's really something that's been pre-planned, and people know about it, and we just don't know. So I understand that too. So everybody stays protected on the airplane because the airplane, when you up in the sky, you up there. I mean, you up there with everybody. You in this place that's closed in, and everybody breathing the same air. Like, I'm sure he understands. Have you ever been on an airplane too? No,
I never been.
I
ain't planning to go.
You close in and you're in the sky, so where can you go? So if everybody's sick,
If I can't drive, it ain't getting happen. It ain't happening.
Yeah. So I understand exactly what he's saying.
Okay.
So attack is an attack no matter how it is. If it's by the police officer or if it's Ebola terrorist. To me, an attack is an attack, and if somebody doing it, on purposely, then it's a problem for me.
To me, it was an act of terrorism already, because why those people were sick, and why Dubai let them go, why Paris let them go, why? We have a monkeypox. UK first case, rare viral infection confirmed. A Nigerian naval officer who flew from Nigeria to London is believed to have contracted the disease to London and commercial flights last week.
Okay.
Yeah. So you see, it's not happening here. It's happening like boop, 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 boop. It happens around. Those countries, NATO, North America, and so it seems to me this must be very, very, very high. Something that they're covering it up, something that they don't tell us, but they know what it is, absolutely. Yes. Either it's monkeypox, either it's hantavirus, is it, because we have seen first cases of hantavirus in Idaho. If you go to Global Incident Map right now, go Global Incident Map, Google it, and the first one, globalincidentmap.com, and then I will tell you, Global Incident Map.com. Okay, one second. Okay, go there, and you will see.
Where are you located at?
I am in Singapore. Mike from Singapore. Okay, we have. Let me see. Under drug interaction map. Disease. This is under the disease outbreak map. Let's see what's look like right now. Okay. Oh my gosh. Here, Florida, Zika case continue to increase in Florida. So if you are going to Florida, please avoid state of Florida because the Zika is pretty much a lot in Florida going on as we speak. And Virginia, first cases of uh, equine encephalitis this year. So then we go up. Let's see, North Dakota. Person dies from hantavirus for the first reported since 2016. So we can see, I mean, it will tell you everything here. Globalincidentmap.com, and then you go and push it under disease, and they have different categories. You can explore it for yourself, and so very well, it can be any of the above. Right now, we don't know, but what happened? Those people, not they cannot find them.
Wow.
Either they died or something happened to them, or maybe they were terrorist cells. They came inside USA and they're infecting themselves with whatever. It can be monkey pox or Hanta or any of the diseases, biological diseases, Spanish flu, maybe even. But the question is.
Sorry, have you tried calling the Poison Control Center? Because I think they can help you with this issue. And they'll just be in touch with the Homeland Security. If you get concerned about, they can get you in touch with Homeland Security.
Homeland Security should be aware of it. If we are aware of it, if you are aware of it, if you see it in globalincidentmap.com, so I mean, it's something that they already put it there. So for everybody knows. So they should know much better than us. But we seek the information correctly. Where it is? Did you see? Did you went to Global Incident Map or not?
Because we're on air right now, so we can't just get up there. But
later on, go and expose all of it. He has a lot of categories.
We can do it later on. We appreciate you calling, sir.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye. All right. Thank you for that caller. And we got one boy, C's. He's been waiting. What up, C's?
What's up?
What up, bro?
I see y'all going in on the terrorism.
Exactly. So we'll talk about it. So
I'm talking about America, the biggest damn terrorist in the world.
Right.
Exactly.
We done terrorized. We done took over a whole country, and destroying a whole lot of more countries.
I'm telling you, you from Singapore. I'm like, you from Singapore. Singapore is somewhere near China. Why are you calling us? I don't know nothing about.
No, we are, like I told you, we are all over the world. And when people,
we nationwide, man. We got to cater to.
We nationwide.
People all over the world.
We got to cater to all over.
I gave him the best advice I could, and the first place he should start with was Homeland Security, because if he was that concerned about, and I'm thinking maybe he was on that flight with them. So that's why he's in a panic. That's probably why he's scared, because he was on a flight with them, and he don't know what to do now. But I understand and you close in, and then when you get out, you realize, we had, such and such attack or something was going on. Yeah, I could feel, his. So I could feel him being upset like that. But so hopefully he'll get in touch with Homeland Security, and they'll be able to guide him, maybe get him to a hospital and figure out, if he contracted, this type of infection from, being on the airport.
And I'll say this, who we got in charge in this world. You think you might try to take him out. You don't know. I would not trust Trump with anything.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, let me find out where this man from first, because he said he had to go to New York. He went to what is it? The New York airport, LaGuardia.
JFK.
Yeah. So he was in New York, and then he's back in Singapore. So, but anyway, we're gonna move on along from there. We're gonna have a call every day. I done started.
Well, we got to get C's input about last night down here in G Vegas, about the cops and stuff last night. What happened to this guy? What you get out of it, C?
Man, that man acted other than how he's supposed to act. I mean, I mean, from what I get, bro, I don't know the ins and I don't know all the details, but from what I'm picking up, he was in a fight or something. Hold on. He was in a fight or something, and I think something, fiasco broke out, and he pulled out a pistol, and when the police pulled up, I guess they shot him or whatever. I mean,
okay.
And that, from there, if that's what happened, then I mean, come on, man, you already know what environment you in when you go downtown. You're not even wanted. If you're black, you're not even wanted down there, really. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, if you're not a student, you know what I'm saying? But they still grant you the ability to go there. And like I said, I don't want to talk down on the kid, but I got to do a better job of raising these kids and instilling fear.
Okay, go ahead, Rick.
Yeah, and I'm saying instill a little fear in them and let these people know, let them know that these crackers ain't playing. I ain't calling them crackers because they're white. I'm calling them crackers because this is what I'm saying. I'm calling them crackers because and the slave ethnics of it, the whip crackers. They in charge. They're the overseers or officers or whatever. So I call them crackers. But anyway. Yeah, we got to see. They don't care nothing about us, so, I mean, they love for you to give them a reason to kill them. You know what I'm saying? Well, what I did learn about Greenville police, they don't want to really shoot you, man. They'd rather beat you to death. They didn't beat me up a few times, man. I know they want to whoop on you real bad. Oh, yeah, hell yeah. When I was young, I ain't going to say I didn't deserve it, you know what I'm saying, because they're supposed to be trained professionals, but I provoked them now. I mean, I ain't just like they just start beating me up for nothing. I talk my junk, you know what I'm saying? Talk shit. Tell them put down the pistol, whatever, and we can fight all that like I'm some tough guy. And they do what they got to do. they ain't gonna play with you.
But see, from my understanding, from what I heard, and I got, I guess, from some credible sources that was there, she had a crew that was down there working at an event when it was going on, and the young man was actually trying to break up a fight between a friend of his and another guy. And the other guy just pulled out a gun and started shooting in the air. And so this young man was trying to run away, and the police actually shot him while he was trying to run away. So, but like you said, we're going to get, everybody's going to get different stories until it actually come out. But to me, if you notice, it's always the innocent bystanders that want to get shot, and the other ones that actually doing, the wrongdoing, those are the ones that always,
end up getting away. Yeah, it always be like that. Yeah, I'm so, from what I heard, so I really don't know the area. That's why I didn't want to give my opinion on it too deep. But at the end of the day, it still get point of raising our kids better and being more. I ain't gonna say his parents was a good parent. I ain't saying that either. I ain't gonna say that either because once your children leave out your presence, ain't no telling what they might do. Because I was doing it. My people in church heavy Christian. I go to church every Sunday, but shit, as soon as I leave them, I'm acting a fool. You know what I'm saying? Doing what I want to do and pleasing the flesh or whatever.
But look at this, Reggie. Let me ask you this question. Don't you realize us as black people, we talk to our children the most about the police? I swear. I'm not lying. We talk to our children like, let me tell you something right now. The police, blah, 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 the police will kill you or whatever, or take you down. So, we teach them how to act. White people don't have to talk to their kids like that because, for one, they're not really profiled like that. But us as black parents, we talk to our kids. And I talk to my kids so much, until the first thing he do before he leaves, he's standing in front of me because he know I'm going to say something like, when you're not with me, you know how to act. We preach to our kids how to act when they get out there. And, so how much can you preach to your child about acting right, and the police still take them out. You know, you can have. I see so many times with children, you know, just driving, going about their business, and the police still stop them. You know, so how much more can we talk to them?
It ain't. Yeah, I mean, yeah. But the generation different too because they don't take heed as well as we did when we were young. I mean, that's just you really got to get down on these kids' ass, and we need something for the community. You know what I'm saying? As far as something for them to do. Yeah. Yeah, we need something for them kids to do, man, to be active, man. Because I mean, what else they gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Now, what's more appealing than the gangs? And I was a Crip for so long. You know what I'm saying? I did all that for a long time because it wasn't nothing else to do. You know what I'm saying? I would have hang with the whole. Yeah. Oh man.
I mean, I just know for myself, and you know, I want so much better for my son. You know, I believe in, you know, potential and future, and I just don't want to see my son being taken out by the hand of another person. When I laid and birthed him, I went 9 months for him, not a police officer, not nobody else. I went 9 months and I birthed his kid. And for somebody else to take him out, no, I will not accept that. I'm not going to accept that because, you know, who gives you the right to take a person's life, especially an innocent person's life? So I won't accept that. You know, we don't go into white people's neighborhoods taking their kids out. We don't go shoot the police officers, the police station, none of that. So what gives them the right to come to our neighborhood and automatically say, oh, you know, they savage, they beast, so we're just going to do what we need to do over there. No, I will never accept that. I'm never going to accept that.
We got a caller, y'all. Caller, hi, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Hey, Miss Stace.
How you doing?
All right. You want to chime in?
I was trying to get on. Actually, I just got on, and I don't know a lot about what you guys are talking about, so I just want to listen for a little bit. I'll listen today instead of running mine.
We got your friend here, huh?
Right.
So basically what we were talking about was, you know, we were speaking on this incident that happened last night with this young man being killed by, you know, these three police officers. And I basically was just telling him a little bit, you know, about my son and, you know, and how I feel about him and how I really coach him and try to groom him about being out of my presence, you know, being in his family or being in the school system or just, you know, we preach to our children the most as black parents. We talk to our children like they're going somewhere, you know, to a comeback. And I say, I carry myself for 9 months, and, you know, and I birthed him, and I would not accept, you know, a police officer taking him out because, you know, he may be an innocent bystander or, you know, wrong place at the right time or however you say it. So I'm just weary, and I'm prayerful for this mother because, you know, one black person is too many to be killed by police officers.
Yeah.
What you think?
Yeah, but it goes deeper than just these. I don't know. It's just so deep that this situation that occurred last night was just like a little exclamation point on the situation of what we're living with in Greenville. Not just in Greenville, but in all the major cities and the small towns too. I mean, it's to the point now where our black kids aren't safe, and it's not because of their doing all the time. It's not really because of that. It's because of stereotypical. You know what I'm saying? They got a stereotype. There's a bunch of hooligans, and when you see a crowd of them, there's something going on. Let's go harass them. They could be just have a little conversation, and just because it's more than 2 or 3 of them, they feel like it's a situation that they need to address. And right. You know what I'm saying? There's lack of training. They come from lack of training. And we need to govern our own communities. Like you said, it should be no way the police come in your neighborhood and it was in the public area. Downtown, that's what I'm saying, that's ECU, that's really their territory. So that was the wrong area for that type of situation to occur, even though it could have been just a little fight and somebody brought out a pistol and they said that dude that got shot wasn't even the dude that had the gun. From what I just heard, you know what I'm saying, I don't know, you know what I'm saying, like I said, I can't give you my full opinion until but regardless of that, it's another black man lost because of another black man, you know what I'm saying? If they had never brought that pistol out, it would have never been that situation. So
I'm sorry. You can finish.
No, go ahead.
Okay, well, I just know that there's been a lot of violence in the downtown area of Greenville, and it hasn't just started. And it's been, I know, to talk about race is kind of taboo in this era that we're in right now. But what's real is real. And that's all we can deal with right now is what's real, what's tangible, the things that we can see and the things that we can touch. I had a nephew probably about 6 or 7 years ago that got beat up so bad downtown Greenville that he has a steel plate in his head right now.
Wow.
He got beat up by white boys. No one was ever charged. No one ever, probation or anything. Now this young boy is walking around. He still can communicate with you, but you know that there is something different about him since he was assaulted downtown. A lot of things has been going on. I think a lot of things has been going on, but they've just been swept up under the rug. If we continue to stand by and let the small things get swept up under the rug, larger things is going to be a part of our future. Now, I have a 16-year-old son. And a few years ago when I first heard about all the, Trayvon Martin and all the things that have been happening, when it first started happening, I was thinking, okay, well, I'm just blessed because my son is kind of laid back. He's an A student, he has a lot of respect and all this kind of stuff. But I was being naive because these police officers, these demons don't care how good of a child you have. The only thing they care about is this is a black man, and I have the right to do whatever it is that I want to do to him. So we definitely, when I say we, I'm talking about myself, the community, the country. We have to wake up. We have to be smart about what it is that we need to do about this situation. What we've been doing is not working.
That's right.
It's not working. I'm not trying to say that we need to be violent, but we need to be consistent. We can't just say, this week this was a tragedy and another cop killed another young child, and then next week we're back to our regular schedules. We have to be consistent.
That's exactly what's going to happen.
Because, this week it could be that child. Next week it could be somebody that we know. What I say, it keeps getting closer and closer to home. Like I said,
and I feel like
I
feel like we should be just as outraged when we kill one another too, though.
Yeah,
we should.
Yeah,
we should.
But you know what? For all our marching and Black Lives Matter, we know Black Lives Matter, but you marching and then I see you on TV doing a fashion show, that's not going to help us. That's not going to help Black lives. You know what I'm saying?
Our problem is comparison. We love to pit against each other and compare, who's happy and who's not, who's this and who's that.
So
until we can get together and say, look, all of us have issues. It might not be the same issue, but we need to be there for each other, and we need to stand together because to be, her situation is worse than mine or his situation was not as bad as mine. This stuff is actually ridiculous, And until we can stand together as a black community, and I'm glad you just said that, we need to stand together. We need to stand together. That is the most paramount part of what we need to do with a lot of these situations.
Do you realize that how much we could, like, this is something you spoke on yesterday, how if the black person came together, we are the driving force of the economy. Because without black and brown people, we're the one that spend our money on, everything, and we're the one who we're the workers. We're the cooks.
How are we going to do that? How will we do that when we continue to see the Asian people disrespect and abuse our own people, and we take our money to these hair stores, and buy this $100 pack of hair instead of going to, maybe she's selling her hair bootleg, but it's the same hair. I'm gonna take my money to this sister.
Yeah,
instead of taking my money to this Chinese person. And I hear what you're saying about the economy. I'm sorry, you can go ahead on.
No, I was trying to ask, like, they don't have a black-owned hair store in Greenville?
Yes, they do. They have two. I just found this out. Once I saw
where
it's right over there by is it Advance or AutoZone on Memorial?
Is it Dior's?
Sure.
Is the name of it called Dior's?
Let me try and see if I can pull her name up real quick. Because and Tanya, I hear you talking about the economy, and you're absolutely right. But we have to strategize and try and figure out what it is that we can do about spending our money in the right places.
Yeah.
Where it is that these places that we need to go in order to get the things that we need or the things that we're accustomed to without giving, other people, other communities. I'm going to just say other communities.
I spoke on this last week. I think I was talking to Jay, Will, and Tim. And we was talking about how the Asian people come in, with nail salons and, Mexican have restaurants and African have, hair braiding shops, and what do the original black men here have? And last time I checked, there was no black person running a Fortune 500 company in this community. So
that's true.
Because we crab. We got the crab in the bucket theory. Like, we don't want to see nobody with more than what we got.
Yeah.
So we want support. You know what I'm saying? We want to support each other like we're supposed to. It ain't even a hard task. It ain't even a hard task to say within 2 to 3 weeks we can change the whole economy of Greenville by just supporting black-owned and black-empowered companies.
If you just start with one, do you know how much revenue that'll bring in? One black-owned company in Greenville. Do you know how many black families can be, can have a job, and how much revenue we can bring to the black community? Like, another thing is black people don't support other black people because, for one, they've been long since, tearing down each other, and now they don't feel like nobody's going to support them because they've seen how it's been going over the last, 20, 30 years, I guess. So, we got to build up a support system for each other.
Yeah, exactly. And then on top of that,
I'm just trying to find this lady's name and where her shop is exactly.
Okay. But like I was saying, that we as people was taught to hate one another. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
they went all the way back to the house nigga. We already know, the light skinned people, the dark skinned. They divide. They want to keep us divided. Even with the Africans, they got the Africans thinking that we different. You know what I'm saying? They don't like us.
Yeah.
We don't. You know what I'm saying? We came from y'all. You know what I'm saying? So they don't even like us because they feel like we Americanized, Europeanized, so they called it, and we came over here. They don't even have the true history of what happened. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy that the devil took that.
It was not.
And
it was not like we had a choice. I never seen a black person got on the ship and just said, "Oh, we're gonna just leave here and just come to America so we can be enslaved." Like,
but
I don't think.
But we was already here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, some of them were already here because we came over here in 1532 with the Spanish. We still were slaves though. We were enslaved by Spanish leader. I can't remember his name right now, but it was a Spanish guy. And when we got over here, we overpowered him over here, and we had a lot of people that stayed over here. Regenerated the population over here in America. This is way before the 1832 or 1800s when they brought us over here, brought some of our people over here in the on that boat.
On the African trade ship.
Yeah,
but so I just think that if we I said this before. I said there's nothing impossible for the black person because we, in 2007, elected our first African American president. So ain't nothing ever too hard. It ain't too hard. So I still believe in
you can tell us that it's not too hard. We've had to endure. We've had to endure. Like I said yesterday, we're resilient people. You throw anything at us, give us enough time, we're gonna bounce back from it. But you can't throw anything at these other
oh God,
I'm gonna say communities. I ain't gonna call nobody no names. I'm just say other communities.
Oh, but what about the Asians? Don't forgive me. I just
That's how it started.
I know, right? It'll be quiet because I don't want to bring it out. But I'm just saying, I definitely agree with you, and we have a different opinion. But at the end of the day, that shouldn't matter. That shouldn't stop us. Anybody can agree to disagree, and you can find common ground where you can work together on something. You might not can't work together on everything, but you can work together on something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I know it's been a lot of, community events and stuff that's happened over the years just to try to get, black people to come together, to love each other, to support each other. And from my perspective, from the way I see it, that has not worked. And that's the reason why I said we need new strategies. There's got to be a way where we can stand up and empower each other as black women and as black men. And like I said, I have a 16-year-old son. There's a lot of black men around that has fathers that's alive, and the father's just not in their lives. My son's father passed away, and I don't. No, I heard people say, a woman can't raise a man. I'm gonna do my damnness to get it done. A lot of times we put stipulations on a person just because they're a woman, or stipulations on people because they're a man. Like, men are not supposed to cry; they're supposed to be, stand up tall and do this and do that. We need to have an abundance of everything, just not just one person. If I come to you and I need a shoulder to cry on, I should be able to do that as a woman. If a man comes to me and he needs a shoulder to cry on, I should be able to stand there and let him cry on my shoulder as a man. But we sit around and we put stipulations on each other. But then again, I'm talking a little bit too fast. Because these white folks is trying to demasculate our black men. I'm not saying for one second that I think a man is supposed to take on the role of a woman. there's definitely a difference between a man and a woman. They each have their roles, but we each have emotions. We each have feelings. We each have, we all need the same things out of life, even though we're not going to do the same things in life. I don't know if I explained that right, but
it sounds perfect. I mean, I definitely understand what you're saying. But black men and black women in a community, we should be able to hold each other up in times of need. And I definitely understand that. Now, what white people are trying to do, incarcerate the black man, take away the black man out of the home, kill him or whatever. I understand it because we see it time and time again. Look, for instance, Section 8. And this is something I'm learning slowly myself. You give a woman Section 8, kick the man out of the house, he can't live in the house with the children. So, there's things that have been happening to keep men from their children without the black woman on her own. So,
Okay. You guys, I have that name of that shop now, the supply store. I don't have the address yet. But the name is Ty's Beauty and Barber Supplies, and that's just TY''S.
I think I know who owns it. Yeah.
Okay, and that's just one of them. I know of another one too, but I just have to get that name. But yeah, like I said, I want my son to grow up, and I'm not homophobic, not near bit, about like old folk, not near bit. I ain't homophobic, so I'm not. I ain't saying. I'm not saying for 1 second that I have a problem with people that choose to live the gay lifestyle. All I'm saying is let that be a choice. I don't want every freaking commercial that comes on TV now. It's some man laying up with another man. Now, we used to have some kind of discretion about stuff like that. Now, it's like, they're pushing it on people like this is okay. But no.
I was saying the same thing. I was saying the exact same thing.
I don't want my son to grow up being that way because, for one, I want grandkids. And I like you said, I'm not against gays, but I don't want my son being that way. And I said him that. I said, I want at least 3 or 4 or 5 grandchildren. He told me, who? It must not become from me. I said, yes, from you, because I said, well, what you thinking about? He said, Mom, you better go ahead. But I'm just saying, I want him to understand, that you're a man. You are a man, first and foremost, and your job is to be a man and then be a husband and have children. You're supposed to lead a family. You can't lead a family with another man. 2 men can't make a baby. Yeah. It's just not. It ain't gonna work. I don't care how much. These
people have. Let me tell you something about the enemy. And I call anything that's not like God the enemy. Even things that still reside in my life. I had to sometimes say, all right, Tanisha, that's the enemy. So let me tell you something about the enemy. The enemy will get out here and try and make a child just so you can live that lifestyle. These people are out here still trying to clone babies just so they can have an excuse to give this person that's not living like he's supposed to or not like she's supposed to a child. So, the enemy will find a way around anything. So I used to limit it to, okay, well, you ain't going to have no children. Man, these men out here running around with more babies than I got.
Now, you know what? You ain't never lied because I seen women, and then we're going to get out this because I want to jump back on that Colin Kaepernick that we didn't finish yesterday. These women would have a bunch of kids, and all of a sudden, they're gay. I'm like, didn't you know in your mind somewhere that you was feeling that type of way before you had all these kids, and now your kids are seeing you doing whatever in front of them. So, I've seen that time and time again where women will have a bunch of kids, then all of a sudden the man treat them wrong. Now, they want to be gay. Let me tell you something, honey. You lay down with 1, 2, 3, 4 different men. Where in your mind you think that man was gonna respect you the second one, and then you even got 2 more, and so what man is really gonna respect you after he done seen everything that you did, and then sometimes you don't got a baby by him, his homeboy, and his cousin too, and then the last person you called was Tyrone. So I don't understand where that comes from.
I'm sorry, you can go on.
But, hey, I'm just saying I want my son to grow up, be the man that God destined him to be. I want him to be an upstanding, successful man. We've seen what happened when we put a black man in a White House. He had grace.
I can only say this. Because I think about my children and the mistakes that I made when I was coming up, and things that was told to me about the mistakes that I could have made when I was coming up. And Tanya, you know how I am with my children. You know that.
Yes, I do. Yes.
You know that the teachers at school know. Okay, well, this child's mom is crazy. She will come in here and turn everybody out. She'll come in here and turn it out. If because I'm just like that. I investigate the situation before I make a final decision. And wherever the fault lies, that's the direction I'm going in. And then I will deal with whatever comes along with it. But I just think that I'm going to do whatever I need to do for my children until they turn 18. And then you're going to do what you need to do for yourself. But I believe in the Word. The Word says that if you raise a child up in the way that they should go, they'll never depart from it. And even if they do depart from it, they ain't got no other choice but to come back to it.
That's right.
If they get a chance to come back to it. So, I ain't out here talking about, gay people, this person gay and that person gay. They can be whatever they want to be when they leave here. They ain't going to do it here, but they can do it when you get in your house. And I heard this week, this lady talking about her daughter. She couldn't accept her daughter, and the grandmother told her that she had a click-licking spirit in her. They might have them spirits in them, but they won't have them. They won't do it until they get out of here.
But I'm just saying, that's my, like you said, that's my view and that's my opinion. And like I said, I don't have nothing against people that's gay, trans, bi, whatever.
Yes, you do.
But I'm just saying, for my son, for my son, this is what I want for him. But like she said, I can't, once he get 18 and get on his own, I can't choose the lifestyle for him. But while he under my care, that's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah, what you ain't going to do, what you ain't going to be able to do.
It is. It's going to happen.
What you ain't going to be able to do is be able to say, well, Mama, you let me do this. You ain't going to be able to say that.
That ain't going to happen. No, not in my house. When you get grown and you go out on your own, you can take care of yourself then. But, in my house, that's not it's not going to happen. It's not going to fly. You can keep on talking. And matter of fact, you ain't going to talk to me. You can go in your room and talk it and whatever. In your room, you can say whatever you want to. As long as I don't hear it, and it ain't going to happen in my house because you ain't going to bring it in here.
Yeah. But then again,
no, it ain't no again. It ain't no.
No, I'm just saying that. Then again, sometimes you got to find a balance. Because I've dealt with a situation like, hold on, wait a minute. Listen, I'm just saying you got to have a balance because every child is different. I know how to talk to each one of my children. I have an 18-year-old that's still at home. They got accepted into 2 colleges, and she's still at home because she said to me, Ma, I don't think I'm ready. She said, you just let me stay home one more year. And, she's listening to the things that I'm saying, and she's taking everything in. And I know sometimes I scare her because I'm what the white people call animated. I'm an animated. I have an animated type personality. It's either 0 or 100. It ain't nothing in the middle. And so you got to have a balance. You teach your children stuff. Don't do this or do this. don't do that, and do this. And then sometimes it causes them to kind of be stagnant. Now, she's at the community college, but I wanted to try and push her to go off to school. And then again, I didn't want to push her just in case something happened. That was just my own little insecurities. What if something happened and I pushed her off? So, we got to have some kind of balance. We tell our children don't do this and don't do that. They definitely need to have some experiences.
I got a question. Okay, do y'all agree that this country was founded off the Bible, or how should I put it? The morals and the ethics that came in this country came from the Bible, basically. I'm talking about Queen Elizabeth. I'm talking about the Queen Elizabeth, funding the ship to bring the slaves over here and all that, and so they could bring their religion over here in this country and so forth and so on. And do y'all agree with that much?
I mean, I could say that, I can somewhat, because they push, their agenda on us without us really assessing and understanding for ourselves. So I definitely can understand what you're saying.
All right. Yeah. Okay, I was making that point to go to the point where in the Bible it speaks against homosexuality. Am I correct?
Right.
Yes, you are.
Okay. All right. Okay, so why would the state and the government push the issue for same-sex marriages, and after all these years of you couldn't even have anal sex with your wife, and it was against the law? You know what I'm saying? That's against the law. You know what I'm saying? So how do we go from that?
Rebellious. Because people are rebellious and they're going to do what they want to do. At some point in time when the century changed over, people got emboldened and said, well, this is my life, this is my choice. And, they decided, I'm going to live, what's the word? Live free or die happy or something like that. They took that upon their own self and just said, well, this is my choice, this is my body, this is my life. I'm going to do as such. White people have done it for years. And, when they...
I don't know that it's white. I wouldn't put it on
race. You know what? No, because just think about it.
You got to.
Think about it.
You really got to.
The reason why I say that, the reason why I say I wouldn't put it on a race is because there's a lot of things I'm striving to do. I pray, I fast, I read my Bible, but there's still some things in my life that I have to be purged from.
But that's
when you talk about stuff like that, I like to be careful. But the point that I want to make about that is I don't know that people know that the spirit realm is so much more real than what we actually see. And there's some things going on in the spirit realm that is going to come, up in life that we know ain't right. It's going to come from some directions. And those directions are going to have some power. They got more power than God, but they're going to have some power to push through, to be able to push through. And it ain't got nothing to do with, I don't think it has anything to do with race. I just think that it has everything to do with the unseen things that we never talk about.
Okay.
The things the things that are present right around us every single day, and we're trying to figure out. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no. The reason I brought up the issue with the Bible and the government. I was want to ask you why. I mean, why was the government even place? The government job was to issue these laws and to, govern the land, make sure people are free, just as they just do and everything. So if they saying everything according to the Bible, you put your hands on the Bible when you go to court and testify, you got to put your hands on the Bible in order to say you telling the truth.
Okay. Well,
you know what I'm saying? So
let me make this point right quick. When women's rights came into issue, women live. The First Lady wanted to say that, you know, we could do whatever men could do.
Yeah, I understand that too, but that's not the avenue. I was saying the government was supposed to negate that homosexual, the same-sex marriage, and condoning that with God Himself, with you know what I'm saying, with the people of the state, saying that God Himself abolished that act and called it abomination. Yeah. So how?
And that's my point. That's my point.
Yeah, that's
my point that I want to make. The Bible speaks of, and the Bible tells us that there's nothing new under the sun. What's going on now? It already been done before. It already been done before.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So that whole government thing, how they can take power and push things into our homes, into our lives. That's not a normal thing, because we don't look at the government as an entity. That is an entity that none of us will ever, unless you become a part of whatever that thing is that they got going on. Because I can almost guarantee you, there's so many things that we will never know about that has happened in the government.
It's so
that
much
thing is a whole entity
that we do know about that happened with the government.
Yeah, it's a lot.
I mean, like,
it's a lot of things that we do know about.
Yeah, because like we know for a fact that the government had to take the charge of assassinating Dr. Martin Luther King.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The government was like actually found guilty of plotting against Dr. Martin Luther and Malcolm X too. Like they trying to say the Muslims they went up there and they gave the Muslims blank guns and sent them up there to kill Malcolm. But they already had it set up. They had rented the ballroom like a week earlier and had the guns put in the wall, so the gun trajectory was shot down and toward the people was under the stage. That stage shot Malcolm was like under Malcolm. So the bullets would have hit him, it would have been going upward. But all the projectiles that went into him was going downward. They had that file suppressed for so many years until Dr. Dick Gregory went up there and had that file unsuppressed because it's public information. And they had to admit the fact that they had rented the ballroom and went in there and set that situation up way before, you know what I'm saying, way before. So we know the government is wicked. J. Edgar Hoover, like, he probably set that into play as far as keeping that everything documented. Because he had documents on everybody. If you made any type of money or some type of political figure or something, he had all type of blackmail files on you, so he can make you do what he wanted you to do. And when you didn't do what he wanted you to do, as you seen with Malcolm and Martin, you got killed. You know what I'm saying? And it was just not them; it was a whole lot more. So the government, we can't look to the government to save us because they are the wicked devils that we should be fighting at the end of the day. That's how I feel. Anyway. Yeah. That's my opinion.
I definitely, I consider myself a Christian, but I have a lot of respect for the Muslims, and I think that if we, as Christian people or whatever you identify with, would take on some of the moral standards that the Muslim people stood for, then we probably could actually be a better community.
And the moral standards,
and I know
the moral standards are the same standards that Jesus taught. I mean, they say Jesus taught in the Bible. It's the exact same thing. I'm talking about the exact same thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We don't take those. Don't need. I mean, the Muslims, they pray. They just pray more. That's like the only thing that's different, and they have a different belief. And
they
have
stand together
beliefs.
more.
Oh yeah, now
and they support each other.
You talking about more the what you call those, the radical Muslims. Now the radical Muslims, like they'll kill themselves just to kill you to prove their point. You know what I'm saying? Like, you
talking about those people that strap. I ain't talking about those people that strap bombs to themselves. We don't want to do that, but
I'm saying, but that's how dedicated they are in their belief. That's all. I'm just talking about how dedicated they are in their belief, but they're going to die behind. And you know what I'm saying? I wish people would just put religion to the side, period, and come together as one and love each other. I mean, I think the world would be so much better without having to rely on the God. We can rely on each other.
It definitely would, but just like the Bible says that we are a peculiar people.
Exactly.
And if something, if I'm meeting you and there's something going on with you that I know, a lot of times I meet people and I can almost feel what it is that they feel. I can almost understand that this person is not a good person. So, I hear you say that, we should just come together and be, as one and not think about religion. But it definitely has its place. It has its place in, who we are and what we feed ourselves. Whatever books you read, or whether you read the Bible or the Quran or whatever it is that you read, whatever you feed yourself is going to be more prevalent with how you carry yourself or how other people perceive you.
Yeah,
and so religion is, nothing. But we definitely we can't. Like the word says, you can't serve two masters. You can't serve two masters. So if I'm over here doing, reading my Bible, and you over here reading your Quran, and then, we come up with the subject of Jesus. And Jesus is my everything, but he was just a prophet to you. It's like mixing water and oil. So we got to find a way to respect each other. And like I said, I got a lot of respect for the Muslim people because I like how they stand together. Not the radical ones that, kill people in themselves, but, I like the way they, they stand up for the black lady, the black women. I like how the black women stand behind their men, that aspect of it.
Yeah.
So,
So without the black woman, we could be nothing. We couldn't reproduce. So she is the most important and most precious jewel that we have. It is a black woman. So all life comes from her.
Yeah.
So that's just a given. That's the respect that you well deserve. And I don't understand how people see otherwise.
Well,
I don't do that much something.
I don't want to end this conversation, but guess what? We are 22 minutes over our time. They knocked Tanya off. So we good.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, guys.
No problem. But hey, tonight, Extreme Radio, Extreme Sports will be back tonight, 8 o'clock. Hey, NFL season has begun. The Cowgirls are going to play in a few minutes. So, hey, it's on.
Oh, wow. No, you didn't.
You about to see the Super Bowl champ. You about to see the Super Bowl champ.
You about to see the Skins in a few minutes. So, hey, catch up with us tonight, 8 o'clock, Extreme Sports with your boy Vic T, King C, Marcus Matt, LC, and thank everybody for being on.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. All right, see you tonight. And thanks everybody for joining Political Nation with your guest Tanya Staten, and we'll see you tonight.